But I don't know. I think they usually keep on. They usually do it throughout the year because nobody makes it. So and then they wait till the last home game and they said like I get a second shot of shooting the ball or shooting the half court shot, and I just keep going until someone makes it. So hopefully nobody makes the half court shot. So
I need to do it.
you need to do it.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd make it?
Yeah.
100%.
Do it.
You need to do it.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd make it?
Yeah.
100%. Do you think you'd make it?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd make it? Yeah. Here we go.
Take a bow. Take a bow. Everybody, here, let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Let's get it.
Oh man.
That's what I whispered, by the way, if you wanted to know. Sorry if you fell out. All right, let's get back to it, Mr. Sullivan. Welcome back to Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark. I'm Easton John, and with me, Tristan Harlan, and Mr. Half Court, King of the Half Court, Cooper Melder. Holy cow, Cooper. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel even better now that I just realized I basically called my shot
I know.
like 3 months before then.
You did.
That's
I mean,
insane.
he called it, and I was like, that was like the first thing that I was thinking about when you made it. It was like, holy cow, he literally just called it.
Yeah.
He called a shot. But Sullivan, let's go look at the celebration after the half court shot. You can keep us unmuted as well. Here, we'll get in a second here. Look at this, Cooper being held. Tristan, man, hitting the gym. Look at that.
I was honestly surprised when Tristan, he just came up to me and he just looked at me and then he squatted down and next thing you know, he just lifts me straight up.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get this here. Let's get this full story of my perspective of how I shot it, and then we'll get to Cooper's perspective.
Okay.
So we get done with the ESPN Plus broadcast, and I'm like, Tristan, let's go. We gotta go. We gotta get to the half court. We have to shoot it. And so we're zooming, and I'm running the stadium, and Tristan's like, why are you running? He's like, I gotta go make the half court shot, and Tristan's like trying to keep up. And then we get there, and I see Colby shoot it, bricks it. I didn't know who was shooting next. So I was like talking to Tai Shi, who was our camera operator that day, and I was just talking, and then I see the ball like float up midair, and I'm like, dang, that has a chance. And it swishes, and I'm like, no, who made it? And when I said who made, I looked at you and you were running. I was like, no shot. And I sprinted. If we can look at that goal camera shot, you'll see me sprinting towards Cooper. If we can get that up real quick.
So needy.
Here we go. And then I'm gonna ask you to pause it, Mr. Sullivan. Right.
Make it.
You make it, and then right. Pause. Oh wait, no, you can't pause it. But yeah, I forget. I almost. Oh yeah, go back.
No, just watch the Speedy Gonzalez here.
Zero. I mean, I almost trucked that guy.
I think it would have been the other way around.
Oh, I would have probably got flattened by that dude.
Celebration.
And then the celebration, and then
Look for
zero
you.
top right of your screen. I almost hit Ty Guthrie as well. Like I was just so focused on getting to Cooper, and I mean, you guys saw in the video, I was going crazy. And then I get to Cooper, and I'm like, that was probably the most hype I've ever seen Cooper in my life.
Now, I want to tell a story before we move on to Cooper's perspective of this day.
Okay.
So I want to flash back to the high school days, okay? Cooper and I were at Cabot High School. It was the last game of our junior year calling the basketball games. And this guy, I can't remember his name. I think it was like Ethan Rosenbaum or something.
Yeah.
He came up to us and said, "Hey, man, I want to do an interview after the game since it's senior night and I'm a senior." And, we just kind of brushed it off, just kind of laughing at him because, we thought he was, just being facetious.
We're like, we only do Tristan first. We were friends with him, so Tristan, he liked to joke around with him. He goes, "Well, you got to win tonight," because we were playing one of the best teams in the state.
Mm-hmm. And so he said, "Okay, if we win tonight, can I get the interview?" And I was like, "Sure." And then Coop had said, Coop could fill the story better than I can, but something happened to where along the lines of Cooper said, "If I make this shot, you can have the interview win or lose." And keep in mind, the shot he was going to shoot was from our media table, which is pretty much behind the half court.
It's half court out of bounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he gives him the ball, and Cooper, I don't know what possesses him to shoot like this, just throws it up and drains it. just drains it.
Are you kidding me? So this has happened more than
Yes.
once?
I looked at him and I said, "I did my part. Now go 2 years and win the game." And sure enough, they won.
That's awesome.
I don't know what it is about this shot, but if there's anybody in the world, I don't want Steph Curry, I don't want Michael Jordan, I don't want LeBron James, I don't want Terrence Ross, I don't want Ja Morant, I don't want anybody in the world except Cooper Samuel Melder shooting that half-court shot.
All right, Coop, let's see it from your perspective. Tell me, what's going through your head? Buzzer ends, everybody's crowding to get to the half-court.
So when the game was over, so at first I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to shoot it because it's only people that previously shot it. Well, then, at halftime, they're like, "Students that stayed till the end of the game, you'll have a shot." And I was like, all right, there we go. That's all I needed was just the shot. And so buzzer ends, game over, we lost. Kind of sucked. But so I'm sitting there, and Colby, they're like, it was me, Colby, and Tyler Guthrie. We all got to the front of the line. I was like, and Colby was like, "Well, it looks like I'm going first." I was like, "Start us off." And I turned around, I looked at Tyler. I said, "Well, good luck. I said, basically, good luck, because you're not going to be able to shoot." And then about that time, I just switched it.
I mean, that's nuts. And then what's going through your head right here?
At first, it didn't really hit me. And then I see everybody running towards me, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I just won free tuition. Now, I was trying to think of, how can I describe what just happened? Well, let's just say, because I'm winning free money, basically.
Yeah.
My parents are ecstatic. But when I'm thinking about it, the way I could put it on how you would feel in that moment is, say someone bought you a lottery ticket, handed it to you, and they said, "All right, now whatever you win, you get to keep it, and the first one you scratch off is a $3,000 win."
That's a perfect explanation.
That's because basically
that's basically what happened.
Half court shots, there's a little skill to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have it down to the point almost, but there's a little skill, but a lot of it, when it gets to that situation, is just luck.
Yeah.
We're going to have to try to recreate the shot one these days.
Yeah, and I didn't even make the dang thing, and I was still hyped as if I made it.
That was awesome.
I mean, when I saw Coop running, I was like, no way he made that, right? No way, because I don't know. If Tristan, what do you think?
Coop gave us our credit in our group chat, and he said he has the best two hype men in the world.
Let's go. Let's go.
Quite frankly, I don't think anybody in that arena was expecting me to be able to hoist Cooper up on my shoulders like that.
Hoist him up like the Lombardi Trophy.
Because quite frankly, I mean, that's just easy money right there.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of easy money, we'll be talking about the women's basketball team later.
You kept the ticket, too. Tristan got the ticket.
I should have brought the ticket with me.
You should have. Dang it.
It's on my nightstand.
But you are a Miami Heat fan.
I am a Miami. Big Dwayne Wade
We have
fan.
a video that you sent me that's the perfect explanation of what just happened. And out of that, we'll send it to break. But, yeah, you guys have been watching Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark, and we'll be right back after this. Go to the Miami Heat video.
ASU-TV, covering all your favorite sports. From Red Wolf Roundtable to West Side football and more, ASU-TV has you covered. Tune in now to ASU-TV for news and coverage on these sports and more.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
Here to deliver the latest news on A-State sports, ranging from football, basketball, baseball, and more.
I'm your host, Tristan Harlan, alongside your other host, Cooper Melder.
Red Wolf Roundtable is your local sports source.
Tune in to Red Wolf Roundtable to get your fix on sports talk and news.
ASU-TV, shows like Red Wolf Roundtable, ASU-TV News, West Side Football, and more. Gain real-life experience while doing what you love. Get involved with ASU-TV today.
Catches, puts up a three, won't go, rebound Bosch, back out to Allen, his three-pointer, bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout.
Odd news for you. Mr. Sullivan and Louis would get that reference. Sir, you did not release the shot before the buzzer sounded. The shot is no good.
No, come on. Come on now. This is a request from Mr. Sullivan, actually, Cooper. Now that you've made the half-court shot, you have to now do 20 hours.
20 hours of what?
20 hours of what, Mr. Sullivan? Of classes.
Oh.
It's free. Why not?
It is. I want a life.
I want a life. That's exactly what Mr. Sullivan said.
Yeah.
He says valid point. That's a valid point.
20 hours. Oh.
That's a lot of classes.
I would be able to graduate early then if I took that many hours.
Exactly. Hey, it's free. It's free.
Leave me with Roundtable.
I can't do that. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying my time here.
Well, so let's talk about
the choke artist, or
what do you guys think? You want to talk about chokes, or do we want to talk about winners?
Let's go bad news first.
Bad news. All right.
Bad news.
Arkansas State beats Coastal. Cool. But then
blows a 12-point lead to Troy.
51-39.
How?
Choke artist.
And what was the final score?
63-59. We scored 8 points with like 10 minutes to play.
Exactly. That can't.
I give him credit where credit's due. Caleb Fields is the toughest SOB I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. He was playing with every hurt thing in his body.
Marquise Davis had a good first half, I guess.
Yeah. And then Terrence did all he could. I just don't know what happened. We just we started out so good at the beginning of the game. Me and Tristan were listening to it on the radio. And we were doing so good. And then all of a sudden we just fell apart.
I don't know if that's like a coach's fault in that situation or a player's, because a coach can only do so much in that situation. Like, I guess you could call a timeout and try to change up your rotation, but to score only 8 points with like 10 minutes left in the game, that's just on everybody.
I feel like that is a coaching thing.
There's 3 problems here, okay?
It's not
One, we knew this men's team wasn't going to go as far as we wanted them to because of the injuries they had sustained. Number two, Coach Bellato, as much as I give him credit where credit's due, he has made some questionable coaching decisions this season, and we've seen them blow leads before, so it's not like this is the first time ever. And number three, and I've been saying this all year, but Julian Lewell should not be taking 6 3-point shots a freaking drive, a quarter, a possession. I don't care what you want to call it. When you're making 1 of 20 every so often, just stop shooting the three. I don't care if you're open. Drive inside. People tell me the same thing. Quit shooting. But I'm a sharpshooter, so I don't miss. But shut up. But anyways, look, we're not going to sit here and we're not going to dog this men's team because they fought hard. They played well for
People
the
had
hand
them
to hand.
Yeah, preseason rankings had them dead last and not even winning a game in the tournament. For them to not even finish dead last and win a game in the tournament with everything that's going on with that team this season, you can look at it and say, well, they exceeded expectations because they thought we were going to win 2 conference games, go to Pensacola, have 1 day at the beach, and then head back to Jonesboro.
I don't care. I mean,
Sucks.
I guess you got to take the small wins, but dude,
It sucks.
when you were up by 12 to Troy, and this is why the women's team is so good, is because they know how to finish. The men's team has not been able to finish this entire year, and it's so frustrating because we had that game, 100%. We were going to win that game, and then we're going to go off and play whoever. But I get it. We weren't supposed to win this amount of games, and we were supposed to leave early, but
it hurts knowing that
we lost in the
should've won a
second round,
game.
and we already beat Coastal in the regular season. Like, that was supposed to happen. If we lost to Coastal Carolina, I think I would have never had this team's back.
Problem
100%.
is we'd already lost to Troy twice in the season, and I don't know. I can't remember if it was.
It was a close game.
I don't remember if it was you who said it or if it was Mr. Sullivan that said it, but one of y'all had said something along the lines of, "It's hard to beat a team 3 times," and so I was
Sullivan
like,
said
"Okay, maybe we got a chance," and then we go up by 12. Okay, cool. Then we got to Blytheville yesterday, and I was still listening to Stoltz. You were watching on ESPN Plus. I'm like, okay, come on, like, you know. Just hit the hammer nail coffin in the game.
Nope.
Didn't happen. I mean, look, basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but.
And I totally 100% believe that as a coaching problem. When you are not making shots and you aren't being able to figure out their offense, and
I guess you got to change the game.
you got to
plan up.
change.
Yeah.
You have to make a change. And for Coach Bellato struggling to do that, it worries me. And where he's going to be next year, I don't know.
His buyout is cut in half officially.
His bio's cut out. All right.
Is cut officially in half.
I really just
What do you think,
because
Cooper?
of the people of Twitter, I would love for Bellato to be successful here. But at the end of the day, he's been given his chances. You can't blame him for Norchad leaving because whether Norchad left last year or this year, Norchad was leaving no matter what. It's the new era of college basketball. If we get a talent like Norchad, they're going to end up leaving. It's just how it is.
That's what scares me about Terrence Ford.
But
Yeah.
Terrence Ford,
If
I'm not hating on the man, but they're going to look at Terrence Ford and think he's a little too small.
I mean, that's fair.
And Terrence Ford is going to come back stronger than ever next year. Bellato, I don't know if he's our head coach next year. I'll be on the train again. If not, we'll be talking about who we want to hire.
Here's my question, though. And I know I'm probably not supposed to ask this, but I'm going to ask it anyway because you make the rules and I break them.
Okay, what's up?
If you were in the shoes of the athletic department, do you get rid of Bellato?
Yes. Yes, 100%. What is it? If he lets Norchad walk,
Norchad's not his fault.
Norchad was leaving
I get
no
it.
matter
I
what.
get it.
It doesn't matter if you bring in John
But hold on.
Calipari or Mike or Coach K. Norchad leaves.
But if you let him walk, Ford walk, and then who else?
Ford doesn't walk. Ford hasn't walked.
I know, but if he lets him walk when he hasn't been, if he's still on the team and Ford If Coach Bellato is still a part of the program and Ford walks, you got to get rid of him. Because, like, something has to change with the coaching. Like, what has Coach Bellato done in the 3 years that I've been here? We haven't had a winning season. We haven't been doing well in the tournament. And we let star players walk.
I think what we need to do is do the same thing we told Tommy Raffo. Well, we didn't say anything. I'm just saying we because we go to Arkansas State. But
we pay money to go
Athletics basically told them, don't quote me. This is just what I've heard around the merry-go-round. But they basically told them, hey, you got one more season to put a team together and do something. Because last year was an embarrassment.
I mean, and here's the thing, too, with that statement.
They he said, okay. And then all of a sudden, he started trying harder. So maybe we need to do the same thing with Bellato. Just say, you got 1 year to finish top 3 in the conference.
Here's my thing, though. And I want to go back to the thing we talked about with injuries. We've got a guy who is over 7 foot tall. You give him the significant minutes. You get him on a good body plan. You get him some muscle. You get him a jump shot. The dude's going to be good. I mean, let's just face it. AB is going to be a dog if he gets a jump.
Exactly. Where did he go? Bellato put him in.
He's hurt. That's the problem. You've got all these star players. They're hurt. Malcolm Ferriton, one of the best shooters in the league in the Sun Belt, hurt. Avery Phelps, he had a hip pointer at the point of the season. Caleb Fields is one of the best point guards in the Sun Belt. Mark, argue me. I don't care. He is hurt. He's being held together by a bandage. Caleb London was one of the biggest dogs on that team.
Where is he now?
I don't know.
He's gone.
I don't know where Caleb London is.
Because Caleb London said, or looked at this team, looked at Bellato, didn't take him serious. And I'm not taking him serious either. I don't care. You could say he has all these good players in line, and this was his season to do it. And what do? You win how many conference games?
We need to find someone that
saying.
Can recruit. Bellato, he can recruit. I feel like he can find hidden gems, but at the same time, here at Arkansas State, I just want to look at y'all and tell y'all seriously. We're never going to out-recruit Arkansas. It's plain and simple. It's SEC versus Sun Belt. So what do you do about that? You get the most in-state talent you can. You get all the 3 stars, and if there's a 4-star talent in Jonesboro, there's no reason he shouldn't be coming here.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say. You gotta get the in-state recruits and everything around here. You get those 3 stars, and the players that didn't get recruited to go to the U of A to play basketball. You get the 3 stars and maybe a 4-star, and you look at them and say, prove them why they should have recruited you.
Well, and here's the thing, too.
You got to get in-state talent.
Here's the thing, too.
And last thing,
Arkansas, we know in what sport they're more predominantly in is football. So that opens up more basketball recruits. Now, the only problem
problem
with us is
they go for transfer.
The only problem with us is we are in the middle of the 2 of the biggest schools when it comes to basketball talent, Arkansas and Memphis.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me, I don't care who it is, I don't care if it's Jake Brewer, I don't care who it is, you cannot tell me Memphis is nothing more than a basketball school. When you're getting these big talents, they're not going to want to come here because they look at our arena for a sec, and they compared the First National Bank Arena to the FedEx Forum. Just for example, they see how better off the FedEx Forum is than First National Bank Arena.
Well, that's an NBA stadium.
Yeah,
true, but still.
It's not even on campus. Like, it's not even Memphis's.
But it's still a selling point. Hey, you get to play in this big arena.
Exactly.
Look at this.
I'm saying we need to get the in-state recruits that are the 3 stars, some of those 4 stars that aren't going to the U of A or Memphis. They're trying to get somewhere, and you can say, stay in state and prove to these other schools that didn't recruit you around here why they messed up.
All right,
That's what Desi Seals was going to do.
Exactly.
Well,
now he's doing better at K-State.
His job and left.
Yeah, he left.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break here. You've been watching Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark, and we'll be right back.
ASU-TV, covering all your favorite sports. From Red Wolf Roundtable to West Side Football and more, ASU-TV has you covered. Tune in now to ASU-TV for news and coverage on these sports and more.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
Here to deliver the latest news on A-State sports, ranging from football, basketball, baseball, and more.
I'm your host, Tristan Harlan, alongside your other host, Cooper Melder.
Red Wolf Roundtable is your local sports source.
Tune in to Red Wolf Roundtable to get your fix on sports talk and news.
ASU-TV, shows like Red Wolf Roundtable, ASU-TV News, West Side Football, and more. Gain real-life experience while doing what you love. Get involved with ASU-TV today.
Whoa,
That was
Whoa.
interesting.
that was cool.
That was cool. Welcome back to Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark, where we use the mugs, but we just put the cup in it instead of the liquid.
Cheers.
Cheers. We gotta cheers it. There you go. All right, now we can inhale and exhale and talk about winners. If that falls, that would have been a clip.
Takes talent, baby.
Let's talk about winners.
Winners.
Izzy
Winner,
Higginbottom is a legend, and I hope she
Saying
stays.
it for weeks. She ain't leaving.
I hope she stays.
She ain't
will.
leaving.
She's staying.
She's staying.
And this is what differentiates the men's to the women's. When you have that centerpiece and you just build around it, you got something going.
All I gotta say is, Coach Rogers, she got that dog.
She got that dog.
Izzy Higginbottom,
She got that dog. Lauren Pendleton, she got that dog.
Okay, people underestimate.
Griffin?
She got that well.
She played 40 minutes last game.
Oh, Anna Griffin?
Yes.
She got that dog.
Hey, man, they make them different from Virginia.
Melody Kapinga, she got that dog.
Hey,
But she has to work on the fouls.
Yes,
she has to
yes,
work on the
yes,
fouls,
yes.
Dog,
please.
hold on. Everybody shut up for a second. Melody Kapinga gets hurt yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And
I thought she tore. We were at Blytheville
Yes.
and we thought she tore her ACL.
I shot her a text and was like, hey, are you okay? And, you know, like, because I was concerned, like, because the facial expression she made, I told Cooper, I said, dude, she just tore her ACL. She is done.
She gave you the oh
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
So she ends up coming back. The team ended up winning. And I texted her. I was like, hey, are you okay? You know, I seen you went down. Like, are you okay? She goes, I'm hurt pretty badly, but I'm tough.
There you go. That's what we like to build here
When
at
it-
Arkansas State.
When it comes to this time of the year, it's March.
Exactly.
You got to be madness.
Let's dance.
You know what I think's crazy,
Let's
though?
dance, folks.
Is three of the pieces in the starting lineup, well, really more than three,
There's a lot.
are transfers.
Yeah.
Missouri Izzy from Missouri, Melody Kapinga from UC Irvine, and then Anna Griffin from Virginia. That is two like top-notch D1 talented schools that are playing here.
Yeah.
And
Now,
don't
hey.
even count out UC Irvine.
Oh yeah, well you know what I mean. I'm talking about.
No,
like,
I'm
top
just saying for
five.
people that don't know about UC Irvine, they're a really good school.
Oh yeah. And
Now,
what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna make this statement, and I know I'm gonna be kicking myself later for making this statement. But
But,
jinx us.
please.
you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Okay,
not
don't
gonna do
say
it.
it.
I'm
Do
gonna
not
do
say it.
Well, let's talk. they choked the lead away. We go to overtime, and they proved they were the better team.
Yeah.
Good teams find ways to win.
And Lauren Pendleton found a way. I mean, that jumper was just, it was
smooth.
It was
smooth
money.
like peanut butter.
It was money. And, dude, people underestimate her. They look at her on offense. She's like, oh, my gosh, she's really good. But defensively, she is pretty – she crashes the boards. And she had more boards than Melody Kapinga in the ULM game and in the why is it slipping my brain?
Because you're pretty and dumb.
No, what's it? No, what is it? Who did we just play?
Texas State?
No.
Are you talking about the tournament?
Yeah, the tournament.
We played, wow, if you would have asked, I could have told you. We beat.
I see them right now.
yeah.
I'm
Sullivan,
mad.
please tell me. South Alabama?
No.
Georgia Southern?
Yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's who-
Jeez.
that's who we
God, that took way too long. Mr. Sullivan, why didn't you help me?
Heel turn. Heel turn.
He wasn't even listening. Oh, my God, this guy.
Man, we could have got away with some funny stuff then.
I guess he got a boss call. No, you're good. We figured it out.
Get a buff. Welcome to Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark, where we constantly break the fourth wall.
We broke the fourth. Yeah, we constantly have to ask Mr. Sullivan for help. All right, let's get back into it. So, Izzy had 28 points. That's her season high, if I'm not mistaken. I mean,
I think it's her
She
career
keeps
high, too.
breaking her season high like every game, which is crazy. First it was 25, now it's at 28. Now she's going to drop probably 35.
Look.
What time do they play today?
5 o'clock.
today,
5 o'clock p.m.
Friday.
Central Standing Time, live on ESPN Plus. Or today, the Red Wolves take on the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss.
Ellie. Doing Ellie's job
Yes.
Ellie's job. What did he do?
there. Talking about the game. You
yeah,
can watch the game live on ESPN.
I'm just not as, pretty.
All right, but let's get back into it.
Or
So
a
I
woman.
kind of want to talk about Coach Rogers and why her and Coach Bellato are so different.
She got that dog.
She got a dog in her. I mean, what you gonna eat it like Jameis Winston? You gotta exactly.
Need some barbecue sauce.
But yeah, I can't believe she got Izzy Higginbottom to come back here, to come back to her hometown, or not hometown, her home state. Because where's she from?
Batesville.
Exactly. So I can't believe she got Izzy Higginbottom to come back. And ever since her injury, bro, you were going to drop that.
I'm not.
Ever since she got off the injury, she has just been lights out. Like,
That team, they started off terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Just due to the fact the team wasn't buying into the game plan
Right.
and injuries.
Exactly.
They wanted to basically build the team around. They didn't. I feel like they kind of had a problem with Izzy Higginbottom coming in and being that star player. They kind of felt a little disrespected by it.
Really?
I'm just making assumptions.
Okay.
And then they realized, and then Coach Rogers said, well, they're not playing with any heart. And they said, oh.
Yeah, because Melody Kapinga actually called a players only meeting at one point in the season, and I don't know what went on during that meeting, but what I can attest to is that ever since then, they went on a winning streak. They lost to Texas State because Texas State's one of the best teams in the conference.
It's okay. We'll beat them.
Yeah,
championship.
And now we're 2 games away from a Sun Belt Conference championship.
So we got
We
the
got
quarterfinals,
Sunday,
semi-
then championship Monday.
championship Monday.
Yeah.
Let's dance.
Why playing on a Monday? Don't ask me.
And I think we can beat Southern Miss because for the people that don't know, we played them late January, and it was when Izzy Higginbottom was fresh off the injury, and she only had 8 points that game.
She had a bad shooting night.
Yeah, she wasn't that good. But now that we are catching this little hot streak, I think we can make some noise.
I don't
with
ever
Southern
claim
Miss.
to be a professional sports analyst. Well, I claim to be a sports analyst, but not professional. But I don't know what it is about this team, but I think the Sun Belt's on notice.
Really?
I think the Sun Belt is on notice about this team because this team started off, 0-4, 0-5 before they got their first win?
We were like I feel like we were 2-10 at one point.
And everybody was like, ha, Arkansas State, this is just another bad team, just like when Coach Daniel was here. And now it's Coach Rogers is like, okay, take your vitamins, say your prayers, and drink your milk.
Take your vitamin and say your prayer. I like that. But yeah,
And to the people still on Twitter dogging her, if you're not at the game or you're not even watching it, then politely keep your mouth closed.
Cooper, I'm not gonna spend money on an organization or administration that doesn't listen to the fans.
Oh, shut up, fan in DC.
Who you talking about?
There's two fans in particular I'm talking about.
Who is it? Would you like to?
One guy's fan at DC. If you follow Red Wolves, everybody knows them. Just go take his, go check. Let's just say he wished sickness on people for going to a different game than Arkansas State.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen here, bud. What do you got to say now? Huh? If we beat Southern Miss, you were wrong, brother.
Yeah.
Wrong. Don't get me hyped up. Don't make me mad.
You're like a little chihuahua.
Nah, bro. I said, hey, no. I said on Colby's show that if there was a dog that compared to me, it'd be a Pomeranian, small and feisty. And I'm a small individual. I'm 5'7". I'll say it, but I can be feisty.
Short King, stand up.
Imagine. Tristan stands up. But shoot, what were we talking?
I can't even see you. I'm just joking.
Tristan. Cooper's the tall man of the group. But yeah, what were we talking about?
Women's basketball.
Women's basketball. That's right. Okay, so we got Southern Miss coming up at 5.
Yep.
What are you guys expecting out of this game? Like, are we I'm expecting a close game.
I think
100%.
someone other than Izzy's going to go off this game. I have a feeling Izzy.
Who is it going to be? Who is that person that you think will?
I think
when
Anna
Izzy's going off?
Griffin's going to get her first, correct me if I'm wrong, but her first double-double of the year.
She's had more than one.
I
You
feel like
think
she's
so?
had. I think
I
she's
know for a
had
fact
one.
she's had
Okay,
more
then
than
she's
one.
going to drop 23 points.
You think?
And then 11 rebounds to go along with 5 assists, and Izzy's going to have 15 assists this
You
game.
think Anna Griffin's going to be that?
15 assists.
You're going to see PG3. You're going to see CP3, as in Izzy Higginbottom, just dishing the rock.
You think?
I
You
think
think?
Malia Wilkerson.
That's who I was saying.
Okay.
I think actually, you know what? No, I take that back.
Coach Rogers is going to score 50.
Exactly. I think Jade Upshaw is going to have an electric game off the bench.
I could see that.
You think Jade? I think
Jade Upshaw's
Ogman.
due for a good game. She's due.
Ogman's good, but Jade Upshaw's due for a game.
I think between Ogman, Wilkerson, Pendleton, Griffin, Kapinga, and Upshaw, I think those 6 are all going to have great games. I think Izzy's, of course, going to have a good game, but I think we're going to finally see a true test of team balance and team chemistry show tonight.
Yeah. Well, Anna Griffin is a great player, but
Don't you dog Anna.
no, she's more of a defensive person in my
She can
eyes.
score, though.
Hey, did you see that?
She had 10.
you see that clutch 3 she had?
I know she had one. I mean, it was one, but I don't know. I think when I look at Izzy and I look at Pendleton, I look at Wilkerson, and then I look at Ogman, and I'm like, those are the shooters. And then you got Kapinga and Griffin, who are your.
I agree. If you get Leilani going, she's really good.
Yeah, but I see Griffin and Kapinga as more of our defensive players, and
That's fair.
man,
to
if
say.
we win, that just make my day so much better.
The thing is, though, is everyone's going to be expecting Izzy. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
going to open up more game plan for others.
You know
and
what's
that's what I'm excited about.
You know what's crazy?
You.
No. Well, but Georgia Southern was trying their hardest to lock down Izzy, and they couldn't. Like, and they tried to foul her, and she went 11 for 11 from the free throw line.
And what's crazy is Izzy really didn't catch fire to that final quarter.
Exactly.
That final
Yes,
stretch.
that's what I mean.
She had like back-to-back threes where she just absolutely drained.
My
Yes.
favorite shot of Izzy's is she'll come down the court and she would literally go full speed, stop on the dime at the free throw line, step back mid-range jumper, and it's cash.
It's beautiful every time.
It's smooth
And
like
every
peanut
time.
butter.
Well, guys, this has been a great episode. Cooper, congrats again for the
Thank
half
you.
court
We're
shot.
going to talk more about
Thank
this
you.
on Around the Clock.
Yeah, we got to talk about. We got to go to Around the Clock, Tristan's radio show. I'm going to go on there, so make sure you give it a listen. But guys, it's been a great week, And thank you guys for listening to and watching Red Wolf Roundtable After Dark. Man, I can't talk. Can I do the outro? See you later. Dog, let's win against Southern Miss. See you, bye.